Property Power Team. I'm sure you've heard that before on other YouTube channels and courses you may have been on. But who is in your Property Power Team? Okay. It's another one of those sayings a bit like, your network is your net wealth and that type of thing. But in your Property Power Team, I would always have a decent solicitor, ideally two, especially if you're a limited company, one solicitor to do the conveyancing, another solicitor then to do your personal guarantees, provide you independent legal advice if you're obviously buying in a limited company. Number two, then I'd also have a decent builder, property maintenance person, somebody that can obviously rip out the properties depending on what type of properties you're dealing with. A decent contractor, or you may choose to use separate trades like a plumber, electrician, carpenter, and so on. Somebody to put down your carpets and so on like that. So again, I don't want this to be a big detailed video, but it's you've heard this saying as well before. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You need to make sure that you've got people in your phone book, people in your Power Team operating system that you can contact to help you move things along. So definitely solicitors for the conveyancing stage. If you're not managing yourself, which we don't, because I did that back in the early days and it was far more headache than it was worth, then a decent managing agent. But I'd always have two managing agents so you can see which one is giving better service than the other. Not to play them off against each other, but so that do you know what, this one is better for this. It might be a little bit dearer, but my phone doesn't ring as much as when I'm dealing with this one, and so on. And again, trades. So you want to make sure that you've got these people that you're surrounding yourself with that are going to help you on your property journey. So solicitors, letting agents, estate agents as well that you can build relationships with, especially ones that you've purchased properties with before. Continually drop into the shop, the agency every 4 6 weeks. Remind them that you're still there. Remind them that you're still buying things. Remind them that you're still investing. Ask about properties that you've seen that haven't sold yet. Let them know that you're still there. Obviously, out of sight, out of mind. You want to make sure that they still remember you because you bought from them before and the sale went through properly and so on. So yeah, a super quick video. Power Team, of course, is important because you can't do it yourself. But as you do more and more deals, as you start to purchase more and more properties, regardless if it's BRRR, buy to let, or flip, service to accommodation, whatever it is, regardless of your strategy, you will need these certain people in your Power Team. Now, the next question you might ask is, well, how do I find them? Word of mouth, okay? But only listen to people who've used the services before and recommend them, not by your next door neighbor that might say, oh, I've got this, somebody told me about this electrician, but they've never actually used them. So if our next door neighbour had a kitchen fitted and we were looking for a kitchen fitter, I'd say, oh, what were they like? Well, they turned up on time. They did a full day's work. They did a full week's work. They left it nice and clean and tidy. On the flip side, you don't want them saying, well, they didn't turn up Monday. They left early on Friday to Friday dinner time. It was always a mess. They were always popping out all the time for getting things from the merchants and so on. So, of course, go on recommendations. Have a look at Google as well if you want, check a trade, my builder, and all that type of stuff. But ultimately, speak to another good resource for us as being letting agents as well. Speak to who the letting agents use and then try to build a relationship up with them. That's what we've done a few times, really. And when you do take on their services, pay the invoice as soon as possible. We pay our invoices on Friday, so let them know if they've done the job on Tuesday. Let them know before they started that you pay invoices on Friday, so they'll be getting the money on Friday. If they finish the job on Friday and they send you an invoice on Friday and it's paid on that Friday, imagine how good that will be for them. Because when they look at your phone, when they look at the phone and you're ringing, they're going to think, right, this is a good payer, I'll answer this, compared to somebody else that goes, I remember this. It took us ages to get our money off them. It was £100, and took us weeks to get it off them. That type of thing. So your Power Team is another part of your property investing puzzle. But just keep taking steps further forward. Have a look at more videos on this YouTube channel. It's time in the market, not time in the market. There's lots there. Subscribe to the channel as well. Maybe check out our blog on dervish.com. Old sign that. So the website is dervish.com. Have a look on the blog section. Have a look on the property investing section. And if you think I can help you, then get in touch. I work with a select few mentees, but I want to work with committed people that are going to listen to my advice, complete their action points so that we can keep taking steps further forward. Otherwise, we're just wasting each other's time. All right. Good luck, everybody. Please subscribe to the channel and all the best. Take care.